There's a lot of things that grow down here that aren't God created. There's a lot of things that grow down here that God did not create. Something very important to know, that were seeded long ago by, guess what? Aliens. There's a lot of things growing on this planet that God didn't put down here. And they were seeded and grown by aliens. Because we got hundreds of thousands of years of civilizations. We got a lot of different civilizations. And we have a lot of alien interaction and seeding. I mean, that just happened.
When we see the banana of the past sitting in an old tin lunchbox, browning by the minute, did we ever ask ourselves, how did the banana really get here on this planet after the Earth started cooling down and life spawned? Where did the banana plant come from? Was it God? Was it just the earthly mother and her gift? Was it just something that is born out of rock and clay? Was it a frozen asteroid traveling through time and space that was packed with seeds, flew into our atmosphere and exploded, spreading seeds all over the planet? Was it an alien race delivering the banana down to this earth so there was food for the humans to survive? Did the banana arrive here along with humans, maybe even under God's direction? Was it all of this? Some of this? And how old is the banana really? 3,000 years old? 10,000 years old? 100,000 years old? 1,000,000 years old? And how lucky are we? Blessed are we to have access to this mysterious gift.
God's seeds, God seeded the planet, the leafy greens, okay? But people were eating, like the hygienic movement was eating just iceberg lettuce. And now they're attacking leafy greens. This is the hilarious part right here. We need leafy greens. We need leafy herb greens, like parsley and cilantro. Cilantro is one of the most life-saving herbs. God up there, how dare you make and create cilantro? You must have been wrong, God. You must have had something wrong with you when you created cilantro, because that doctor that lost his license and his daughter-in-law thinks cilantro is really bad. So, you know what, God? You must be wrong all this time, and they must be right. They must be the right ones, but not you, God. You're the wrong one. Cilantro's terrible. No one should eat it. Like sick. But then they can say God created coffee. God, you created coffee. Everybody should be drinking it, right? You created coffee. Everybody should be drinking it. Exactly. So here's how it works, okay? All right? God creates good things that heal people. God creates other things, right, that may not heal people. That's how it works. God creates people, right, that create chemical factories to kill people, right? I got to bring you back into history a little bit to World War I, 1914, okay? And the world was at war. And a few years before the world was at war, a few years in the early 1900s, the chemical industry was birthing. It was birthing. They were experimenting with chemical concoctions. It was a brand new industry, and fierce at that. World War I was the money and the fuel for the chemical industry to become larger, to ignite, to propel. It was like the gasoline on the fire, that war. This was the true birth of the chemical industries. And it spawned on the birth of all chemicals used in all industries. It led to constant production of industrial chemicals all the way to World War II. God creates the ability for us to manufacture machines and make machines and poison the oceans. But God also puts things out there to recover people, to get their lives back. Like parsley and cilantro and leafy greens. Yeah, things that get our lives back, things that can recover us, like spirulina, things that actually can bring us back. And that's the miracle. That's the miracle. Spirulina is the manna. That's the manna. It was brought here to save people's lives. And then you got people shitting on it. Unbelievable. Spirulina is the manna that was actually brought down here. That's the manna that God gave us so that we can save our lives. And then you got somebody doesn't know anything talking bad about it. So people get thrown off their game and can't heal anymore. It's unbelievable. We got to pick and choose the things that actually work. All the destruction on this planet, all the toxic chemicals on this planet, all of the, right, darkness on this planet. You don't think there's an opposite on this planet? You don't think there's the light on this planet? You don't think there's incredible, powerful, magical medicine within the food on this planet? If we have the power as men on this planet, as mankind on this planet, to corrupt and destroy this planet, systematically destroy this planet, you don't think we don't have something else on this planet to help us battle that? What's incredible about this, okay, is that no one would know that it's a combination of phytochemical compounds that are grown on this earth. We have medicine. Now think about this. Please think about this one point from Spirit of Compassion. If we have the ability to create chemical warfare, domestic chemical warfare, chemicals from the chemical industry on this planet that destroys life and the environment in which we live in, if we have that ability as human beings to create dangerous concoctions of chemicals, then surely if it comes from this planet, that means the chemicals that are dangerous and lethal and problematic, if they come from this planet, then surely we have something from this planet that can help us. And it's the food that's grown on this planet has mystery powers to help us. Phytochemical compounds, when they're mixed together, just like chemicals, dangerous chemicals in science, have an effect. And so in food, when these phytochemical compounds are actually mingling with each other, they ignite and something occurs. Spirit of Compassion has brought this information here so we can help protect ourselves. So in a specific way, when these ingredients come together, synergistically, the combinations that nobody knows about from above, we have a way to protect ourselves. And this is the medical medium brain shot therapy. Phytochemical compounds in our food has power that's unimaginable and untapped. We just don't know what it is. So this synergistic combination of what's sitting in front of me helps to unlock the emotional center of the brain that's been hindered and damaged. So we get like a rewiring. And that's what's incredible about it. It's not God making a mistake. That's not how it works. It's about free will, and it's about mistakes here on planet Earth. That's not God. God's doing God's job.